Good evening, everybody. My name is Vice Admiral J.L. Galloway, your Fleet 31 commanding officer. Tonight I am joined by my co-host, Rear Admiral Jenny Hay,
Howdy, howdy.
and of course our community manager, Commodore Scott Sterling,
Greetings.
and the Grand Nagus himself, our program manager extraordinaire, Matt,
What's up?
and our special guest tonight, Robert Reyes from the Promenade Podcast. We have his plug. Oh, there it is. You can find him at promenadepodcast.com. How's everybody been?
Busy but good.
Here we go. I was trying to find. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, and I'll get rid of that one.
I'm still recovering.
Are you from STLV?
Yes.
I'm sorry I couldn't make it, guys, this year.
You missed a interesting convention.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear all about this. Seriously.
And our flights home?
Was it like my flight home?
Worse.
Oh, worse.
Hers was, yeah.
Oh.
Mine was worse. I think Robert had a nice flight home.
Yeah.
My flight home was blissful.
Your short little drive home.
Where did you fly to? As it is, I don't even think you're flying to the cruise. You're just going to drive down with a bunch of people.
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
3
My
hours
son
away.
tells me now he wants to go to Vegas to go to Dick's Last Resort on his 21st. Speaking of Vegas.
Well, that's 3 hours at Matt's speed.
Yeah.
Eddie!
It's
Eddie!
Eddie. Oh, hey, Maria, we looked for you. We couldn't find you.
Oh, sorry.
Oops.
That was me. That's me. I'm bad.
We were waiting, looking for you, but we never found you. We never ran into each other, and we didn't have a way to contact you to run into you.
Not even through
But look at
Facebook?
that photo of you. Is that Doug
Yes,
Jones?
that's Doug Jones.
Oh,
That's Doug Jones.
I love
It's a
that
great
photo.
Yeah.
That's a great photo.
You had a horrible flight too. Me too. Or definitely me.
Aw, that is a great photo. I'm actually looking forward to meeting Doug Jones on the ship. Okay, you know what? We'll talk about the ship later. Let's talk about STLV.
I get into a fight with a bunch of tribbles.
Who did?
Matt
I
did.
Matt did.
Oh,
To
you
the
talking
point-
about your shorts?
Yeah.
The video shorts? Yeah.
Yes.
To the point the Tribbles were following him around everywhere he went.
Yes, they were. You know,
I can start with my pictures, or we can just talk about things, or
Well, how does this compare to previous Star Trek conventions? Or I know it's not really a Star Trek convention anymore, but it still is.
STLV. Just I call it STLV. I still
Yeah.
call it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's always the best Toby.
It's
Yep.
always going to be that. Yep.
Yeah.
Not as good as previous years.
Okay.
But I think it was mainly because, and y'all can interact with this. I think it's because we're in a new place, and it felt like you're trying to put a peg in a square hole. Yeah, is that the term? Or put a square in a peg hole?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever
Around-
it is.
Apollo
yeah.
13.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just the layout of the hotel did not work out for what we need it to be.
And this is my.
I'm going to disagree
wasn't
with
there.
Ginny.
You like the new layout?
I thought the layout was nice. The one thing I didn't like was the elevators. But I liked having that separate area upstairs for Jimmy's and
It's not really Jimmy's.
well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I liked having that
Yeah.
separate stage area and Jimmy's and the
Okay,
library.
I did like that. The main reason I didn't like was you had to walk through one room to get to the vendor's hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well-
that one room was the queue line for all the photo ops.
Yeah, well, the queue line was. I feel like they fixed the queue line on day 2.
Not from my understanding. Ha ha ha. Not from my understanding from other people saying that they will wait like 2-3 hours and then finally they'll be in front of line and then
No,
the actor walks away. Which I understand
no.
actors need break.
I'm not saying of the timeline of the queue line, but the way it was set up so to make it a
Yeah.
lot easier.
Hmm.
They did
and
they
made-
did
made the flow easier.
they did go and put some tape on the floor and help because there was queues inside the vendors hall too.
So Maria's saying that the 26th floor was difficult. I assume that's where
The
you guys are
first,
talking about.
that's where the secondary theater and the Roddenberry
Very-
exhibit was, and Jimmy's were.
In the Roddenberry stage.
Mhm.
But it's not really Jimmy's, but we'll get to that a little later.
So
It's
okay,
still
how
called
is this-
Jimmy's.
So, okay, I want to go on a slight tangent, but not really. How does this compare to, let's say, like Dallas Expo Center convention or one of the other smaller ones? Would you say it's a similar layout, like where things are separated out? Did it have that kind of feel to it, or is it just more? Oh, well, we can put people here, we can put people there, or because you said it was different.
Well, just a layout, because I mean, this hotel's not designed for a big convention. I mean, I stayed at other conventions and had decent layouts. Dallas is horrible because everything's just spread out. So I don't want to compare to Dallas.
What
Dallas has a big area, but
what we didn't have access to, and you guys didn't see, is there is another hall next door to where they had the main stage.
oh, there's like an extra area.
Yeah, there was another area. We didn't have access to that.
Oh,
It must be the
Oh.
green room or something for the celebs.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't used.
Oh,
The green room was behind the back of the main theater.
that's true.
And
And they did use those other rooms on the hallway for like a VIP lounge.
Yeah, that was on the left,
And
but that was on the other side. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the side that was farthest from the entrance to that main theater.
oh,
There's an entire. I mean, they could have turned that into 4 or 5 different rooms over there and had
Mhm.
space for a hallway.
You mean the Jubilee Tower?
No, I mean just next to the main stage room. Where we
like if
were
you're
at.
facing the stage off to the right,
Yes.
all the way.
yeah.
Now, also something about the main stage I want to talk about is they failed to mention that there's pillars in the room. Now they fixed the issue, but they failed to mention that on the layout when you're buying your seats.
Mhm.
I kind of wish they would at least put those pillar or note where the pillars were.
Yeah.
Now there's nobody sitting behind the pillars, but they should at least noted on the layout.
Did they have extra screens for people in the back?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had the 2 screens that they always have.
At the
Well-
front on the inside, but not like a second
Yeah.
like the previous
And-
where there's like halfway through the theater there's another one. No.
Well, I do think those screens to the side this year were slightly bigger, so people could see them in the back, but they weren't much bigger.
All right, we'll get to Eric's comment in a second. Maria was saying that the vendors room was horrible too.
It
Yeah,
was.
Because what?
Well,
What?
Go ahead, Scott.
I was gonna say is in the center of the vendors room, or just about center, they had all the autograph lines to kind of divide the room in half.
Yeah.
Problem was they had all the other vendors surrounding that. So if you're trying to shop, you had to basically fight through the autograph line to get to the booth you were trying to
They
find.
had
So-
Doug Jones in the middle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Doug,
That's a
hey, I
bad
want to
spot
point
for
out
a
that
popular
Doug
actor.
Jones. I want to point out Doug Jones was the only actor there that had 3 tables to himself.
True. Very
True.
true.
Yeah.
Because he
I
needs that
mean-
space.
I mean, not even Anson Mount
Yeah.
or even William Shatner would have had 3 tables.
Wow.
We're gonna sorry guys, we're gonna bounce around because things just come to my mind. I want to go back to the theater
Or
room
now
for
we're
a
just
minute.
talking about the overall presentation out compared to previous, right?
Well,
Kinda. I want to mention that poor planning on creations of having some people do the autographs in the back of the convention or back of the theater room.
Mhm.
There was lines blocking people who were GA seating. So if you sit in the GA, they blind there's a line and it curved. So and they're talking, when you line, you talk to people.
Yeah.
So now you can't hear the people on the stage. You can't see the stage very well because you got somebody standing in front of you
Mhm.
and they're talking. That only happened once. I think they finally moved the people out after that, but that was very poor planning on their end.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it was during the first day too. So they were trying themselves to get used to the layout.
Yeah.
Eric is saying, I guess the elevators, he wish it would have been bigger. Than what
They,
were.
yeah,
Not no, I
Well,
don't think
what-
he's talking about bigger as in you have to take the elevators to the 26th floor.
Yeah, he thought it would be more of a bottleneck situation, and it really
Okay.
wasn't.
no, it wasn't because they eventually did get to where they had 2 of the elevators dedicated. They had somebody actually hired sitting in there to take you to the 26th floor.
Yeah, they were dedicated
Yeah.
to the 26th floor.
Oh wow.
And the catch is, people didn't know, but you had to make since it was 26 floors, you got to go 1 through 16 on one side and then 16 to 26 on the other side. So
Mhm.
you got to be careful what elevators you're going to. But they had like what, 8 elevators and they all were running.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
didn't have any express
Yeah, but
elevators,
on the
so
one
when they
side, they
started
had
on the
two
20th.
dedicated. They had 2 dedicated elevators that were
Right.
one from 1 to 26 only.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you can get to the 26th floor with other elevators, but
Eric's right. I would say for what they were working with, they did a decent job.
They did.
They did a
Well,
decent job.
And they were also down what 35 to 40 staff members. So as smooth as it did go was pretty incredible.
they were
Yeah.
short 30. Yes, the Rio is all on one floor, and the hallways are like 3 times the size.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So that's one thing I was most disappointed about the whole thing was there wasn't enough photo op areas. Like there
Yeah.
And the 2 photo ops, you can be like, sometimes in the past they'll open it up to let you do your own photos. This time they had it blocked off. You only can do the professional photos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
except for the antagonizer. I'm not antagonizer. The Borg recharge area that was open the entire time.
No,
was
it
it?
had
No,
it was
no, it was
blocked off.
roped off.
It was roped off.
It was ripped off.
Everyone, every time I was over there, it was open.
No, I saw it roped off multiple times.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, we had there was a table there that my buddy Jay was at, and it was open every time I went over to chit chat with Jay.
Oh wow.
Maybe they did open it. It could be we were in another panel or something when they opened it.
Yeah, I don't know. But the other area next to it was roped off all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, the little picture background thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, if I had one major complaint about this convention center was that it was too doggone hot the entire time.
It was hot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. It was not cold like the Rio tends to be.
Okay. That's
Look,
one thing
even
I love
Eric
about
said
the
he
Rio.
saw it roped off all weekend.
okay. I saw it open multiple times. People were taking photos left and right.
Well, you're on a triple hunt too, so
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Hot's
so
fine, but if you're in a cosplay, it's not fine.
no, it's
Yeah, and it didn't help that the casino they had the AC off in there as well, and it was hot in there.
mhm.
but the casino's AC was off.
Mm-hmm.
Casino AC in general, or the hotel's AC in general, was kind of weird. I don't know about y'all's room, but our room would kick on, cool down, kick off for like a minute, and kick back on.
That is weird.
It could not.
Yeah, I
constant.
had to have maintenance look at ours.
That's right. Maybe you had to go to maintenance. Come look at yours.
Mhm.
I will say, no matter what anyone says here today, there was one good thing about us being at Bally's.
Okay, what is it?
Everyone's excited to go back to the Rio next year.
It's true.
Well, also, another good thing is we had options for food.
Yes.
Lots
But
of options to walk to
did-
go to places.
And did you get?
Mm,
Yeah.
well, I mean, the
Anybody go on
food
the
court lines got busy.
Right, but
Yeah.
there was other. But at least you had a food court, and you can take the monorail and go eat somewhere else if you wanted
It
to.
wasn't-
You can
it
walk down the
wasn't
street.
It wasn't Smash Burger 24/7.
Yeah.
Well, and we went to Burger Brazier. We were able to eat there a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You guys walked to Ellis Island.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't do that if we were at the Rio.
No.
It's true.
When we went to Bautista's,
That I was
Yeah.
trying to remember the name of the place yesterday. I was trying to tell
The
if it
hole.
was-
I just remember something
Oh.
Ballerita, something hole in the wall.
no, it was Bautista's hole in the wall.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool place.
Yeah,
Where's that located?
across the street.
Literally across the street.
And when we walked into Ellis Island, I think Robert remembers me saying this. All of us kind of just walked through and like piled in the front door. It looked like we were walking into a Casino Royale situation from TNG.
Yeah.
It was great.
Okay. So I'd like to point out that we have 328 days left until STLV.
Good to know.
Good to know. But I won't be there. I'll be going to Seattle.
You won't be going to STLV also?
No, just be doing Seattle.
But Seattle's
And then the year after that, they're doing the cruise.
okay.
The cruise in 2024.
Okay. I approve. I will say this.
I don't
Robert, we will miss you at STLV.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can get you at both Seattle and on the cruise, I'll be happy.
Well, it depends how strong Isaac is making the drinks on the cruise.
Oh,
I don't know.
worry, they'll be strong.
I want to go on a side tangent. This is probably my last year for the cruise. I don't know yet. If I do, I'm going to do what Matt does and just get the cheapest room possible.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah.
You're not in there long enough to do it.
I mean,
Well, no, I saw Matt's room, honestly, was
Yeah.
bigger than my room. And I was in the promenade interior with the window.
Yeah.
Your room was bigger than mine, Matt. You saw it. You went in my room last year. This is past year.
Well, that's where all the cuddling was happening.
Don't talk about that, Robert. Jenny gets jealous.
Robert, they got the color in Vegas.
No, we didn't. I
Jay,
didn't get the cuddle in Vegas.
we'll talk about cruise rooms and situations for 2024 offline because I might have some proposals.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Why is that okay? Yes, it is. But you got to remember, this is your convention, your hotel, your food, and your travel. And you get to, if you pay off, you can pay in monthly payments.
Mhm.
So it helps.
So you can do a year with them, or you can sign up for their credit option and get a 2-year plan.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
If you qualify for the credit option.
if you qualify for the credit option. But yeah, so the best thing I can recommend is after looking at this year's price tag for 4 people spending almost $9,000, like ouch.
Yeah.
I think I'll be getting an inside room for $1,400, so that's like half the bill right there. If I would have just got an inside room without a balcony, I'd be done paying off the cruise right now.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about the cruise and all that stuff later. Let's get back to Vegas.
Not to say, but I'm super excited.
But-
I know.
Yes.
I want to get back. Hey, look who's here!
Hey,
I heard you guys go to a Trek convention. They give you an award, Enterprise.
Uh,
That hurt.
Hey,
That hurt.
no, that's better than those dad jokes from our first flight, though.
Oh my gosh. So we didn't talk about getting there. Can we talk? Okay, we kind
Yeah,
of gave a.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Okay, so we kind of went over the convention itself, like things we saw, things were good. Wait, where'd it go? Here it is. I'll start with my pictures because it's just
Okay.
easier that way. Sorry, guys, you can see all pictures. This is something on the waiting for the flight. So Scott and I did a.
That's a good picture.
It's a good picture of us. Scott and I did a no plane change layover, where you stay on the plane.
Yeah, I've done those before.
It was weird. It was Scott and I's first time, and it was weird.
I like them. They're better than waiting 45 minutes and running across the airport to the other end of the terminal.
True.
true.
Yes, it was. But it was just weird because, like, we got off the plane and it was like, what? Our flight from Dallas to Midland was like, what? It was really half
Like an
full,
a-
40 people.
Yeah, I think it was like 30 people actually.
Yeah. And then when you land in Midland, people got off, and was it 21 people stayed on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 21 people stayed on. And then, like, okay, you can move around, and, if you want to change seats, you can change seats. So we changed seats, and then the flight from Midland to Vegas was packed.
Yeah,
Packed.
but
I think Scott and I managed to get the lot because we're in the very back seat. I think we're the only people who had a actual seat in between us.
yeah. But in the process, we're at Midland and we're getting ready to get everybody on board. And we got down to where we had like 15, 20 minutes, and the staff has to stay on the plane with you, make sure you don't do anything while they wait for the next flight crew.
Yeah.
So we had 20 minutes to do absolutely nothing. So the guy gets on the like loudspeaker and starts telling these really corny dad jokes.
Was brown and sticky?
Yeah.
A stick?
Yeah.
I can't remember the whole dysentery one, but I was in the
got-
bathroom when that went off, and that was hilarious.
That one was funny.
I like Eric's comment. You get to take a better seat.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
No, the joke was you get in a fight with a guy named Terry. You pull out, he pulls out his Colt 45 and shoots you. You died from dysentery. It's something along those lines, but it was
Yeah,
the
you're
better
on the
of all of
Oregon
them.
Trail. It's like you're on the Oregon Trail. You meet a guy named Terry. He comes out and shoots you. You die from dysentery or something like that. It was horrible but funny.
Yeah.
They were very much. That's also the same flight that told us, the whole spill, how to, no smoking in the bathrooms. And he goes, no smoking in bathrooms. Don't worry, we have webcams to see if you're smoking in there or not.
Yeah.
And only Scott and I chuckle, and somebody goes, "Oh, look, two people actually paying attention to my speech." It was hilarious. The flight there was great.
Mhm.
The flight there was great.
So you're
Hey, Jenny?
The flight
Good.
to Vegas was great.
You're saying the flight to Vegas was great?
Mhm.
I am.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, here's the empty plane.
Wow. This is going to Midland, though, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
here's
There
us
we are.
again. Oh, okay.
I know this is
That was a-
private.
Oh,
That was
No,
our
that-
room.
That was a
Uh-huh.
standard room.
Yeah.
What?
That was
Time
yeah.
Time
That's
out.
huge.
Hold on, Matt has a question.
No, Matt has a statement. So Matt, Eric, Jenny, and Scott all arrive at the hotel together.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
We walk towards the hotel, and somehow Scott and Jenny get lost for a half hour in the hotel looking for their room.
no.
That's
No.
not no, that's not how it happened because I ran into Scott and Jenny in the casino.
Yeah.
We had to go down the elevator while you guys went to escalators. There is no sign that says ballet's this way.
Yes, there is. It's right above the archway. This is two valleys.
If you walk down the stairs, there is not down
But
that
not
elevator.
the elevator.
The other side says to Paris.
There was no sign that we saw.
The signs are 4 feet tall.
There was no sign when we got off the elevator. Also, why couldn't you just wait for us to get down from the elevator?
Because I
And
lost
walk
you.
us.
I thought you were going down the stairs.
No, we told you we're taking the
Oh.
elevators because we had two giant suitcases.
Anyway, Scott and Jenny got lost for over a half hour in the hotel.
No, they didn't. You dropped them off at the sports book and they had to walk all the way to the front desk.
Yep.
That's still not a half hour walk.
Well, you have to factor in people and then you have like
Carrying two giant suitcases.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Anyways, this is our room. It was huge.
Scott and Jenny got lost. That's the moral of the story.
no, Jenny
Whatever.
didn't get lost.
Just Scott.
Anyway, so this is our room. It was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. As soon as
Okay.
we
Alright.
walked in there, Jenny goes, set your suitcase down. Don't do anything. Get behind me. I'm taking a picture.
So the only issue I had about this room.
Is all
Shut
that
up.
happened?
The only issue I had about this room was the TV did not pull out. So you couldn't sit on the couch to watch TV.
The TV did Scott?
Yes, he did. But you couldn't move. Okay.
Sorry.
The TV didn't angle, so like if you couldn't watch TV at the couch because it was on the wall, which is slightly annoying. I want it to be at least angle the TV. Why have a couch if you can't sit down and watch TV on it?
Because it's for
You had-
adult.
You had a couch?
We had a couch, yeah. See the couch?
We had 2 chairs.
No, we had
Oh.
a couch. We had a couch and a chair.
Ooh.
So there's a couch and then we had a chair.
Oh, that's a chair. I thought that was a couch.
We
No.
had a
No.
lounge- we had a lounger and a chair.
Oh, well, you know the lounges
Oh.
are for.
Doing
Was it
adult
curved?
lounge.
Lounging?
Was it a curved lounge?
It was curved enough.
Maria had 1 chair and 2 beds.
Oh.
Oh, this is a good time to announce that we're the Fleet 31 podcast center seat is taking donations for the penthouse next year.
Yeah.
What? What?
That's right. Fleet 31 is taking donations here at the MD at the Fleet 31 Sparrow Agnew's birthday telethon.
Yeah, we
The
only
message is
need to
endorsed by
raise.
the Grand Nagus. Are not.
We only need to
represented by-
I mean, I'm granted that. I'll take donations.
Because they
You can
want to
share
stay at the Palazzo, which are those fancy rooms when you're walking to the convention
Yeah.
center at the Rio.
No. So the penthouse at the Rio in Masquerade Tower is only $7,835 for 7 days.
That's
Only.
That's $1,000 a day.
Yes. And
Only.
I mean,
And
that's
we-
pocket change for the Grand Nagus. I mean, come on now.
and we'll be hosting a large party in this room where I will be staying because it only has 1 king bed, so it obviously it goes to me.
Oh, was that it? Okay.
This guy right here.
I think Jenny will fight you for that bed.
No,
Oh, no.
the
It'll be a
Grand Nagus-
snuggle fest.
The Grand Nagus gets the king bed, and you guys can join me. I don't care, but the Grand Nagus gets the king bed.
I don't want to join you. You snore.
Oh,
So does
You're
Scott.
all snoring.
So I was so tired. I did not hear Scott snore at all. It was great.
Hmm. Actually, you kicked me once, I think, but that was about it.
Maybe once or twice.
So,
Yeah.
But anyway, you can send donations to my PayPal or my Venmo. They'll both be up in the comment section.
Aaron says
Oh,
I'll sleep on the couch in that room.
couch room. Yes.
River, no. No, ma'am.
Wow.
so what did you guys
Anyways.
have a view of?
Yeah.
I think I took a picture of it. At the back of the hotel. We had a view of the pool.
Okay.
Okay.
Like where we looked out, the pool was kind of over to our left, and then we could actually see the what is it, Hilton Vacations property that was right there.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
Mhm.
I can see my house.
That's kind of cool though. The 56-year mission.
Matt was on a show called Enterprise at one point, where he could see his house.
See, the problem was the way they had it set up. It was hard to get a group photo
Yeah.
unless you blocked it off.
You blocked because you're right. Well, that's where you got your tickets and stuff.
Hmm.
Matt, you actually stayed in the hotel. Why didn't you just stay home? Save money.
Because they drink too much. Then you have to drive home.
And then the Treasury agents would have arrested him for violating the 18th Amendment in the Volstead Act.
Also, if he wants to take home some ladies, he's just going to take them to his house.
Jay,
Uh-oh.
you know what the hotel cost me?
Oh, what?
You know,
You know what?
for the hotel?
2 pennies.
What?
$20.
Damn. Remind me to stay with Matt next time.
That's why I said the penthouse is only $7,836. I get an extra discount.
Anyways, I'll go to the next picture. Oh, so this was down and like it was okay. Bali's was like on a hill
Mm-hmm.
because we went down to like the basement, but you still walk out to the street.
Oh, this
So
is
the
not
sign's
on
out there?
hill. The casino's on the second story.
But you can get on out. You can on the casino. You can walk out to the street level too.
No, you can't. You have to walk down.
Oh, do you?
There's a staircase because where the Uber Lyft pickup area is, there's a staircase down to the street level.
Oh, okay. I didn't see
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense then.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't realize that. My bad. Anyways, this was the first level then.
Yeah, that was where like
Hey,
you would come in from the food court and there's a
Yeah.
big Vegas sign. Like it was indoors, so it was kind of
Okay.
nice.
I have one complaint about this picture. You can't see the sign because you got these two people blocking it. Unlike me, when I took that picture of Texas, right? Jenny's like, "Hey, Jay, take a picture." I'm like, "Okay, I'll take a picture of the flag. No problem." Oh, come on. I had to get you back a little bit.
It's true.
For those who don't know, like Maria, I screwed up, and when Jenny asked me to take a picture of her and Scott, I took a picture. I zoomed it out a little more so I could get the whole flag.
And our heads.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like
Just right.
our- yeah.
Jen's trying to defend,
She was
Jen's trying to
specific.
defend me. No, Jen, I screwed up. I can laugh about it.
Mm.
All
But-
right, anyways.
Anyway,
this is the
so
kitchen floor.
this is the theater room. Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
the main theater.
Oh,
Yep.
that's the
Main
pole
theater.
you're talking about?
Yeah, the
Yes.
pillared.
Yeah, the pillar. Yeah.
They had like there was like they broke it. There's like a gap here, but still, like I would be upset if you bought a. Granted, these were all GA here,
Yeah.
but I would be upset if I bought one and always next to the pillared or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
And
the only
those are
catch.
tiny screens.
Yeah. And that's the only screens we had.
Yeah.
Ugh. No.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, and then what was it? They had like electronic stuff there on
Yeah.
the stage.
hmm
The whole backstage was. I think I took a picture of it closer. I was just sitting down by our seats.
Mhm.
Now, granted, most of these photos, guys, are off my phone in a dark room, zoomed in. So
Well, even with the zoomed in, it doesn't look like it's that big. It didn't
No.
look like it holds
No.
5,000 people.
no, they weren't that.
No, I think they had less people this year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like where that door is on top of the rest of it, like above it into the sides, that is one gigantic screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it changes. It had fun little animations every time things happen. It was cool. And so this
Okay.
is the Enterprise panel we went to. There's Ethan Phillips and
That's Billingsley. That's not even.
Billy's like, why? Why did I say it? Duh,
No, that's
I don't know.
Mo. That's Mo.
Billingsley,
That's
Tommy
Mo.
Keating.
I got a Billingsley story, but I'll save it for later.
Anyways,
Maria says the screen was amazing.
the background screen, yeah, it was pretty cool. And Garrett Wong's back there.
I think he was the moderator for that panel.
He was. So I took a lot of pictures, but I mean, everybody's seen the actors, so
So were all the panels moderated by other actors, or
no,
No.
just
stuck with Adam?
You had Ian Spelling, and then you had those who unfortunately got stuck with Adam Malin.
oh, I
Adam,
can't wait. We
Ian-
have to wait until that Strange New Worlds panel and tell them what happened.
Oh yeah.
Do I
it's
need
in there.
copy for this?
you had Adam Malin, you had Ian Spelling, Garrett Wong actually moderated a little bit, and Chase actually did too on a couple of them. Chase Masterson.
So this was the Lower Decks cosplay meetup. I caught. I enjoy that she was the box.
Yeah.
I
For
really
those who
enjoy
don't
it.
know, I mean, Adam is an interesting person.
Oh, just wait.
we'll get
You're gonna
there, but-
love.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
But I will say this: he is better than Jordan on the cruise.
Mhm. But
And
we'll,
I can't believe I just said that.
Well, here's the thing about Adam. So, do you remember the infamous Anico Martin Green panel from 2019,
Yeah.
where he spent like the first 20 minutes recapping Discovery? So you're on a ship, and the ship's in space. So you're on a ship in space, and you're walking in a hallway, but the ship's in space.
What?
You were not. You were just throwing.
Sure, he did
Just
say that, didn't
we'll,
he?
we'll get to it. I
blocked that out of my
posted
head.
the meme for this one, guys.
No,
We're
I
talking
blocked
about what
it.
happens.
Yeah,
I remember that now. Yeah, he spent 20 minutes talking about something pointless.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
No, they
Jay,
was recapping Discovery, season 1 of Discovery.
we'll get there.
I remember
We'll get to
that.
Adam. It's great. It's a great story.
Okay, let's keep going then.
And there's Robert Caro.
Yeah.
It
I like
was
his
weird. They had separate. They didn't really have a Voyager panel. They had one, but they had separate. I don't know what their logic in their screen is.
Well,
Oh,
I think
okay.
To a grand piece of music. But I love.
So I thought he was going to sing, but he didn't sing. He was talking about how he was going to sing. So I'm going to skip over it.
Okay.
I thought he was going to sing. That's when I started recording it. Yeah, see the background? Okay. So this is Connie and
the lady who plays her mom.
Mariner's mom and Mariner.
Yes.
Oh, Don Lewis and
John Lewis and Tawny
Newsom.
Newsom, yeah.
Mhm.
And if you look in the background, there's little aliens dancing on the bar set back here. It was hilarious. It was great.
Like they were in place of where the band was when they would go off screen.
Yeah.
These little aliens would come out and start playing guitar or whatever on the bar.
It was hilarious.
Wow. That must have been fun.
And then she sings. Oh wait, no.
I refuse to work with compost. It's degrading.
There's gonna be puns, dirty jokes, Star Trek jokes. What'd you call it? But I'm bummed.
Okay, here we go. I changed all my passwords to Kenny. Now I have Kenny logins. Double fun.
She took the good one. She took the good one. Yeah, so
So what that was about is Ian Spelling at the end of his panels would hand them a card, and then while he's talking to the audience, getting another audience question, he would have them pick out a joke, and at the end of the panel, he would go down the line, and each one of them would tell the joke they picked out.
Yeah.
That's what that's about.
Wow.
I don't
He did it
remember
last
them.
year.
I don't remember him doing that during the Picard panel.
He didn't do all he didn't do all of them.
No, I think it was just
Pick
for
and
the
choose.
yeah.
And he was going to do one of the panels he did, but he ran out of time.
Mhm.
But I think he did it last year, or somebody brought in cheesy jokes. That's her first time I heard the Fire and Frontier ear joke.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so for some reason my phone snipped it in little pieces. Okay. Then this is at the very end of the Lower Decks
Panel.
Thank you. And all of a sudden, Don
Lewis.
starts singing. Just start singing with the band. So here's a little bit of clip of it.
Yeah, very superstition. Yeah. 13 months old baby. Oh, come on. Broke the flag.
Anyways, I don't want to play too much, so I don't want to get caught with copyright, even though it's her own version of it. But you
But
know,
I love how Tawny Newsom came behind her and grabbed a selfie real quick and
she
then
posted-
joined her.
no, she's videoed it and then she put it in her TikTok.
Oh, did she?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
said,
see that.
"What do you do a night in Vegas?" And then this is what she posted about her day in Vegas.
Oh yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah.
This
This
guy is
was
amazing.
This is I think we went in to see what karaoke was about on Friday night, and he walked
Mhm.
in. Or was this the? No, this is the podcast we went to before. Never mind.
I don't know what it this. Okay, well, this is upstairs. Okay,
Mhm.
this is upstairs in the
Podcast? Which podcast?
It was Mission Log for Roddenberry.
Mission Log.
They
Oh,
were doing
Mission
a
Log. Yeah,
live
those guys
recording.
are awesome.
So this is upstairs, Jay, and this
Okay.
is the Jimmy's area. Can we talk about Jimmy's now?
Yes,
Is it
we
time
can
to talk
talk
about
about
Jimmy's?
Jimmy. Yes.
There was no Jimmy. Well, okay, there was Jimmy's, but no Jimmy's.
What?
They didn't have the typical food options like we normally do. They had just the like bar where you get a soda or a drink or whatever, and that was it. And a couple
And
of tall tables.
they wouldn't let you sit in there and chill. They kick you out.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would. They had a time saying when the room was open, it was 15 minutes before the first panel.
Wow. What about karaoke? Not in there?
Oh, it wasn't here.
Yeah, Carrie goes in here, but
But you said 15 minutes and there's time limits.
no, during the con, Carrie gets at the end of the
Oh.
night.
Okay.
During the con, you know how, because sometimes you just want to go to Jimmy's to sit down and kind of relax. So you have nothing
Yeah.
going on. We end up going back to our room 90% of the time because there's
Yeah.
nowhere to sit down to enjoy anybody's company.
Wow.
Yeah, there was no quiet areas.
Yeah, there's no
Is this
quiet. I mean, Jimmy's not prefer quiet, but it's a lot quieter than
Well,
Was this because of the mask policy, maybe?
no.
no,
No.
it was because of the alcohol.
Yeah.
They weren't breaking the bar down.
Hmm.
So they kept the bar up the entire time. So because of that, they had it down the room because they had no one monitoring the bar.
And there was no food,
Oh.
which they go, oh, go down to the food court. I don't know how much they could have lost. They lost out money because who wants to go all the way down to the food court to eat, to go all the way back up?
To drink.
Some people don't want to do that.
You know that I don't think it was a creation thing. I think that was a hotel thing.
Yeah, I know it's a hotel thing, but the
Yeah.
hotel, well, they lost out, which, I get it. Staffing's hard. But I wish they would have got us have a place where we could sit down and just a room with chairs and tables. That's all we really care for. And some trash cans.
Yeah, that
Well, there were
sounds
plenty of
nice.
seats outside in the hallway that were available.
A few, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there were only seats there in that one area between Jimmy's and
hmm
walking to the Roddenberry Interactive exhibit.
Yeah. Between the elevators and the Ronberry thing and the second theater. So that was that.
Okay. What else we got?
I think I zoomed in on him a little more detail.
Right.
This was the Star Trek wines.
Yeah,
Panel?
they did like I said, Roddenberry did a live podcast. John Champion's kind of off to the side with somebody else. And while they're talking about recording it, Star Trek Ones was there, and he was giving out tastings to the guys on the stage.
Oh.
And they debuted 2 new ones, which I believe are coming out this month or beginning of next. It was a Ryzen blend. It was a rosé and a white.
And
Well,
Can we go back to that picture?
we'll go back a minute. We're going to talk about the
Hold on.
vodka. We're going to wait.
Talk about
did
the private wine tasting the event that
Yeah.
I went to.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
That one's
Yeah,
wine
you went-
testing.
That's right. You did go. We didn't because we were at another panel, I think, at the time.
No, I'll tell you why in a minute. Go on.
So I got tickets from Ginny and Scott to go to a private wine tasting with the Roddenberry Interactive podcast and Star Trek wines. And we were only supposed to originally sample 3 wines. Well, after a little bit of arm twisting, some pulling of teeth, and my Klingon growl, they decided to sample all the wines. And so the best part of the night was I was in full Klingon regalia. I was the only Klingon there. And when they opened up the wine, I got a full glass pour, and everyone else got like 3 ounces.
Wow.
It was great.
I've only had one Star Trek wine.
Well, let me put it this way. I am the new sponsor for the blood wine. They took pictures of me holding up the blood wine and bottling it for them.
Nice.
Let me tell you, the blood wine is delicious. I want more. And so I am requiring each and every one of you to buy me a bottle of blood wine.
Oh, okay.
Isn't there
Is that it?
doesn't StarTrek.com have actually wine for sale? Like
No, it's Star Trek wines.com.
Okay. But I also thought StarTrek.com had, or at least they had the fancy box kits or something like that.
They have the glasses you can drink out of, but they don't
That's
sell
what
wine.
it is, yeah.
Okay. That is not a request. That is a Klingon order.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, luckily I don't take orders from Klingons.
I'll do that right away.
So okay. And then in a few minutes we'll talk about the private vodka tasting I went to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what you want to talk about?
Why does that remind me of a TOS bridge?
Exactly
TOS
why.
Imperial?
Exactly.
Why we took the picture.
Yeah.
That's 424. That's deck 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, next picture.
I took pictures of it. It really did. It was so hilarious.
Next picture.
Okay, so these two, we all seen these.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, this is the part of the Roddenberry exhibit. The other portion of it was on TVs. It was like a virtual tour that we've all been through, so we didn't really do that.
Yeah. This was
Yeah.
outside. This is 26 floor.
Okay.
Outside looking out. That was
You
kind
can
of cool
see
looking.
the next casino up for sale.
And then the high roller, which we did on Monday, which I think
Yep.
picture somewhere around there.
Which I was kind of disappointed you guys did not invite me. But
You saw the chat. You could have talked.
I believe you had to work.
No.
Yes.
I was waiting for you guys to say, "Hey, Matt, do you want to join us?"
You could have said, "Hey, I'm joining y'all." You were in the chat. You saw it.
Yeah.
I was waiting for a formal invite. I'm sorry.
I'm
You
sorry. I
had
thought you knew you were already invited because we said, "Sure, you can come."
Especially since I offered to buy one of your guys' tickets.
Well, it's okay. We got discounted tickets.
Yeah, you did.
It would have been even cheaper because one of mine would have been free.
Well, you said, "Okay, launch for 10 p.m. I'll go." You saw the whole conversation.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys had a separate chat, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
I remember
Jay.
seeing that.
Well, no, Jay, we didn't want to overwhelm you with
Yeah.
our internal, like, hey, let's meet up here, let's do that. So that's why we created a separate one.
It's okay. They didn't offer. I couples only thing.
Oh my gosh.
Here's what we'll do. We'll take you to the Tangiers and we'll get you a dozen blueberry muffins.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a Jackson Spear. I mean,
Yep.
A what?
Did we?
Oh
get
yeah,
it?
It's the Borg spear.
it's a Borg
Oh.
Spear.
yeah.
Or it's a Dyson sphere, one of the two.
Yeah, a little small for a Dyson, but yeah, I can see it. What is it really?
It's going to be a concert venue.
Mhm. Oh yeah, there's a story behind this.
Oh, and let me tell you about the.
Perfect time to bring it up.
Yeah.
Like, let me guess. They didn't know what you were, like the Star Trek race?
No.
Okay.
Two things, okay? First thing, I wore that for the costume contest. I get to the costume contest. It's in the second theater. Val, who is one of the, like, we all know who she is. She's one of the creation runners around. Was voluntold to go be prejudge. So they told her, just pick 20 people. There was no other judges. Like Kat said, when she went, there was like a panel of judges.
Wow.
Val didn't know that it had to be custom made. Didn't ask about any of the questions about how it was made, materials, nothing. She didn't know that. She basically had us all stand on one side of the room. She went person by person, asked our name and what we were. And then she'll go to the next person. And then if she liked you enough, she'll send you over to the right-hand side. She only sent 4 people over after she went through everybody else. And so literally people were picking out people. And what made me mad is the freaking punk rock Vulcans who won last year entered again.
So kind of like what happened on the cruise with the guy that won back to back.
Oh, Francis joined too, by the way, and he got picked.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
before, but where this photo came in was before we went up there. We did just kind of a walk through vendors.
No, this is after, babe.
Was
This
it?
is
It was after. You're right. It was after.
Okay.
We were just talking about it, and a random guy came up and took her picture. And next thing I know, I'm looking on Twitter real quick when we had a break. I'm like, "Babe, look!" And that
Yeah,
was
and I made
Strickmore.
sure for her. So, okay.
Can I just point out, Jenny,
Uh-huh.
you seem to have really bad luck with your cosplay.
With this particular cosplay.
Well, they didn't know what your holodeck was either.
No, they did.
They did.
Not the first
On the
year.
cruise, they did.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of the holodeck, the other guy who was dressed as a holodeck entered the costume late and got picked over. Got moved over to the other side. His cheap... The only reason I did not enter my holodeck is because it's not custom made. It's literally a duck sheet. It's literally a black twin sheet and duct tape.
Mhm.
It was not custom made in general, or wasn't like sewn or anything like that.
I have
It's not
better ideas.
custom.
So I have a lot of ideas for a holodeck costume for next year.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna need about $10,000.
Oh boy.
$10,000 American.
Pesos.
Pesos? I like
Um,
taking pesos too.
I'm seeing some servos and some some electrical parts.
I know where you're going.
No. Who's this?
Do you know who that is?
No. Oh, I see the back of somebody's head.
Who likes to drink on Enterprise?
Who doesn't like to drink on Enterprise?
On the TV show Enterprise.
Dominic Keating.
He
Ding,
likes
ding,
to
ding,
drink.
ding.
Connor Trenier likes to drink.
No.
No. Connor Trenier is an enabler.
Uh-huh. Dominic Keating is the one who drinks the most. He was in the case. So this is in the middle, I think, of the wine tasting. Oh, no, this is the vodka tasting.
This is the vodka one.
Oh man, I had a story about vodka. He said.
This was at the vodka free tasting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this was not at the tasting. This was pre-tasting.
This is true. He is.
He is.
But we can go ahead and talk about the vodka tasting then if you want.
Yeah.
So we all went. What was it? You, me, Eric. There's 4 of us, right?
Yeah, it's just 4 of us.
We went to the vodka tasting. It was blue vodka.
I think I have a picture of it.
The cocktail was delicious.
Yeah, that quantum singularity was really good. That was the cocktail that they made.
I have a picture of it. Hold on. There it is.
The vodka itself, straight up, was amazing.
Whew. That was my first
Flashback?
straight vodka, though. So
Flashbacks?
no,
the
first
vodka.
time trying vodka straight.
Oh.
It was good. It was good vodka.
What they did when you first got there, they gave you what this is. It's called a quantum singularity. It was just a cocktail.
I promise not mouthwash.
It's not mouthwash. And then he was like, if you'd like to, a little bit later, we will have it straight up and I will teach you how to drink it. And he walked everybody through how to sip it properly.
Yep. It was delicious.
It was delicious, but man, I felt it. I was hot afterwards.
It's going to be released in Florida first. I've already got plans to buy 39 billion bottles.
Heck, we better get one. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yes, I'll sell it to you for the
I'll be right back.
low price, $6,684.
Oh, good. That's a great price.
He really wants that penthouse next year.
But it was fun. It was a nice little. Oh, okay. Well,
There's
here's
one-
my drink. Scott and I went and got drinks that night.
Mhm. This is like hours later after that.
Name that drink, not you, babe. Does anybody know what that drink is?
Well, that's a tequila sunrise.
And you were close, but not close.
Ow! I walked right back to you screaming.
Oh,
I didn't scream. I went, it's
Jenny,
a
is that a
Malibu
Plan B?
sunrise.
Is that a plan B?
River, stop, baby girl. No. No.
There we go.
Mhm.
Oh, she stopped your show. She's like, "You're done, Jenny."
So anyway,
Apparently.
the Star Trek STLV was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yes.
The Gorn was there, obviously.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
the
didn't
Gorn had
make
to be
it.
there.
If you didn't make it, you need to make it next year
Mhm.
because why not?
I'll tell you what. If you made me the same deal you made me this year, I might go next year.
I don't remember the deal I made.
Oh, you made me a deal.
Is that the end of the photos or?
No, I was just going to.
Oh, okay.
I'm having problems with Cat, so
We'll talk off the air, Matt.
I was just
Yeah?
gonna. So there's a lot of celebrity photos, so I was like, well, y'all probably get boring of the celebrity photos. Oh, there's that
Oh,
dinner we
yeah.
had.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Was that
This
when we
was
went to
fun.
Bautista's?
Yeah,
Was it? Oh, yeah, it is.
yeah. So my
Hold
pictures
on.
got a little out of order, but that was the chicken parm from Batista's.
I'm glad to
was
see you guys
delicious.
carry that tradition of taking pictures of your dinner before you ate them, like we did on the cruise.
Mhm.
Okay, I do that because people always ask me, "What did you eat?" So I start taking pictures of all my food.
So I should take pictures of my food?
Mhm.
If you want to.
Sure, you can.
Who's this stud muffin right here?
Oh,
I don't know. He's pretty good looking.
you know, I know who he is. I know who he is. He's the guy that needs to put a ring on it.
Ooh.
Oh, yee,
Yes. Yes.
yee.
Yes. Perfect time to bring that story up. Look at that look, too, by the way.
Oh God, Adam.
Uh-huh.
Was this the same time when he said, "Oh, we're very short on time because somebody had a flight to get to"? Is this the same one?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I thought he was going through everybody's IMDb, or was that somebody else's panel?
I think it was
No,
the same
that was the Ron Perlman panel.
one.
Oh yeah, we
was
didn't go
it?
that one.
Yeah.
So
Can I just
Okay.
say, I was
Uh-huh.
happy that I didn't see Scott Mance on the main stage.
True.
why?
That's very true.
At least Scott Manham doesn't waste your whole entire episode or time.
No, he goes.
Uh,
Well, when I was a kid,
Star Trek Enterprise, or yesterday's Enterprise was my favorite Enterprise Star Trek show. How was this episode, this series, related to Star Trek yesterday's Enterprise?
Okay, no, yes, Scott-
We're talking about Star Trek and yesterday's Enterprise. We're not talking about that. Let's bring it back to Star Trek Enterprise. Star Trek yesterday's Enterprise. It's,
no, I
it's,
get-
it's
I get-
about me. It's about me. I'm the
I get it. I get it.
No,
I get
no,
it. He's a
no,
William
no,
Shatner.
let's talk about
He's a
yesterday's
William
Enterprise.
Shatner. I get it. I
Mm.
get it. No, but my point is, Scott Mann at least isn't like Adam, who brings up these pointless questions and makes the actors answer them. When I like Marina Sirtis, she kicks him off the stage, and she answers questions from the fans.
Yep.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's-
literally. So okay,
But Jay, that doesn't have anything to do with yesterday's Enterprise. So
Yeah.
why
No,
are
I
we
get
talking
it.
about
I get
yesterday's
it.
Enterprise?
No, I get it. I've attended a Scott Mann show
Mm.
before.
So getting back to this.
yes. So they said okay, first off, they came out late. Then they all sit down and go, and then they go, okay, well, we're very fast because someone has to get on a flight.
Hey, but Jenny, didn't that blow your mind when Tasha Yar showed back up in yesterday's Enterprise?
Yeah. And And literally, he goes, "Okay, I'm going to give 5 minutes to each other." Well, no, he went to every single person because almost the whole cast of Strange New Worlds came on.
Yeah.
Never know. And I just kept talking and talking and talking and talking. Finally, Anson Mount goes, "Hey, how about we ask some questions of the audience now?" Straight
Wow.
up to Adam Allen, just shut up, basically. And
Yeah.
so that's where that meme came from.
Yeah. So
It was
no, but-
great.
no,
It
he's
was
absolutely correct
great.
because Adam is just horrible. But like I said earlier, now we can talk about it. At least Adam knows his stuff, unlike
This-
Jordan.
This is true. Yes.
And I can't believe I gave that man a compliment.
Well, I mean, during the Ron Perlman panel, Adam's reading off his entire IMDb page, and Ron Perlman had told me, everybody can look it up. Let's go to questions.
Right? Thank
We
you,
weren't in
Ron
that panel,
Perlman.
but that's
No.
great.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, this was
Oh,
Ellis
that
Island.
was Ellis Asylum.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
some reason
their-
my photos got a little mixed up with the food, but
yeah, that was French onion soup, wasn't it?
uh-huh.
Wait,
Yeah, you were the only one to get the soup.
Wait a second. That doesn't look like the one that was on the cruise. What's the
No,
difference?
they're all
It's
made-
cheeses and it's golden?
It's just a different recipe for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, this is at Ellis Island.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Where,
The
where,
steak was delicious.
where Robert hooked us up with some cheap steaks.
Yeah.
Because he went and got the player's card there.
Nice.
We all got steaks. That's why it took forever to get our food.
I think that's partly why.
Okay.
And then here's us, more pictures of the panels. Oh,
Oh yeah, this is funny. To a certain degree, this is funny.
funny, but I was upset he entered the costume contest. And I was like, really?
Okay,
Yeah.
so what I'm seeing here is an extended.
Yes,
No. So we got the hollow deck and the hollow suite.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, what had happened is we went into late in one of the panels and we're just like, hey, let's try and get a center seat so we can see. Managed to sit right behind him without even realizing it until we actually sat
No,
down and got our
babe,
breath.
you got it wrong. We sat down, they sat in front of us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Impressive.
Ah, River, you are causing trouble. Get off. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. What else? That's pretty much it. Oh. Jonathan Frakes gets up and goes sit in his lap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, there's a story here. There's a
I
story.
can't remember why he did it. He just went and sat in his lap. You know how Jonathan
No.
Jonathan Franks is. He came out and what was down the audience goes, ooh, I got a question. You know, that's he did that for a while.
Okay.
I forgot why he went and sat in his lap.
Probably because he didn't pay for the seat.
Probably.
Well, I think because Ian was going down the line, and then he comes to Frakes, and then Frakes gets up and walks to him.
Hey, who's that
And like,
playing
would-
on?
Hang on. Let Robert finish his story.
No, keep going.
And then he offered, "Do you want to sit in my lap?" He's like, "Sure."
Oh, that would happen. Okay.
Yeah, who's this sexy Klingon over here?
And there's a story behind this one, too.
Oh, jeez.
This is at Burger Brazier. And this is after Jenny and I had spent, 30 minutes at least trying to find a place to eat. And we're like,
Mhm.
let's just go over here. And so we get a table. We're sitting and eating. And next thing we see is Matt come down and sit down. And we're like,
Remember, Matt said he had dinner plans already.
yes.
Oh.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Where is Matt?
Oh,
Kicking his
yeah.
butt.
Okay. That is me with CJ and Mark, who I had dinner plans with. Yeah, that's right.
It was just funny that we were, 3 tables from each other?
Yeah. At the same restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's pretty much the con.
Who's the
Yeah.
blonde chick? Scroll down.
Do what?
This is a blonde chick. You took a
That's
couple close-ups
Bush.
of her. I don't recognize her.
That's
Should
Bush.
know. Yeah.
It's who?
That's
Just
Dirk
Bush.
Chapel.
Oh, Chapel. Yeah. I just gotta see because
I did that for Matthew, so he can have some photos of her.
I didn't.
I also go ahead.
I didn't get a celebrity photo with her because I was worried about masks.
Mhm.
I also did one of.
Oh, there's Michael.
Oh yeah. Hey, we found someone we know.
There you go.
Yeah, it took forever to find him too.
Yeah, and of course he was running off. We were running off, so we got a quick photo and ran off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm obviously the most popular one on the show.
Oh, my daughter thinks she's the most popular
Oh,
one on our show.
Oh,
Can you
yes.
guys guess who she is? Prodigy. Think Prodigy.
Prodigy.
A character on Prodigy.
She is?
Mhm.
Yes.
No. I don't see it.
Murph.
Murph.
Murph. She's Murph. I think it's adorable.
I see
Maybe
it.
if she was all blue with the little purple dots, I could see Murph.
No, she's Murph.
She's Murph.
Murph is blue. The foot goes into purple.
Okay. You know what? Cool.
And she had sunglasses on to be Murph's like curved eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give her originality. That's awesome.
I know somebody dressed as Murph. I think it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have our good friends Debbie and her husband.
Not Murph, bad Murph. That's what Maria said. Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to stop. So I'm going to pull up another photo. Can I talk about my trip home?
I don't know. Can
Yes.
you and Matt show your faces?
Hold on. I got to.
Sorry.
I have to find a photo. That's why my face is dark.
Okay. No, if we're going to do not showing faces, there we go. How about that?
Just give me a minute. Jeez.
I know. I'm just picking on you guys.
But I'm not messing with mine.
Hey, at least it's not an anime picture anymore like Haley had for a while.
But everyone
Excuse
should
me.
agree that I'm the most popular one on the show.
If you're the most
Yeah.
popular one on the show, why aren't you on the show?
Because you didn't give me the password to join.
Oh, I'm not giving you the password. Joey.
Well, the password is 12345.
Robert, now I gotta
6.
change it.
Oh, wait,
Now I gotta change my password.
Okay. So
alright,
I literally had
I'm
to
gonna-
create my own little album about my trip home. Because it was great.
Mhm.
So first off, both Sky and I's flights were 30 minutes delay. We're like,
I remember
okay.
That sucks.
Whatever, that sucks. So Scott just went to go back to his gate because him and I were both flying home separately. And so I had to go to the bathroom, lost my seat, so I was standing by the window. I happened to see my suitcase, which I thought was funny. I just want to take a picture. That's my suitcase right there. That one, not that one. Those are my two suitcases. Of course, mine was the first suitcase to get on the plane.
What she's not telling you is her plane was completely on the other side of the airport.
Yeah.
Well, if you
Yeah.
say that. Okay, so I got on the plane, and there's a little warm on the plane. And I was like, okay, well, just on the strip or on the tarmac, it might be hot. So I'm taking pictures of us taking off because I was like, oh, cool, I can see the strip. Like, you can literally see the strip here. And I usually don't get pictures of the strip when I'm taking off. So it's like, oh, cool, this is really cool. Keep
I
going.
feel like there's a butt story coming here.
Oh,
Mhm.
just wait. Just wait.
There is. Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is really cool. Look at that, a strip.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. And we're going to stop there.
Well, I will say, as far as your luggage, sometimes it doesn't go on the same plane as you. I remember in 2016, ours went on a different plane.
I was joking though, Jay.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. It is true though, Matt. And sometimes they will put your luggage on another plane
So
for weight purposes.
30 minutes onto our flight, we've been having turbulence like crazy the whole time. And it's hot, like so hot. People are taking those little
Is it
emergency.
windy?
No,
No.
no, just wait.
Okay.
It was hot. People were taking out the little, the little pamphlet that's in the back of the seat that tells you how to like use
Yeah.
your lifeguard and stuff, lifeguard, your life jacket and stuff.
Yeah.
People were using that and fanning themselves. That's how hot it was on our plane. And
Jeez.
turbulence.
Okay.
30 minutes into our flight, pilot comes on and goes, "We're gonna have to turn around. What are engine problems?"
Oh, that's not what you want to hear.
Yeah. He goes, "Don't worry, we're okay. But now we're gonna have to fly around outside of Vegas for like 30 minutes to
Burn off fuel.
burn off fuel."
What? You
Mhm.
have
Yeah.
to fly around. Well, you're having engine problems, and you have to fly around.
You have
This
to.
is us
because-
flying
that's the
around.
thing.
Well, no, you have to because you have to land at a certain weight.
Yeah, we had too much weight, too much fuel weight. So hence why we're turbulence because we're down to one engine. Hence why we're hot because the engine's overheating. That I found out later the engine was overheating.
Mm.
This is
Probably
us
the other
flying
engine
around.
controlled the AC.
This was us flying around for. They said 30 minutes, but it felt like an hour. With turbulence, it was so bad that we literally lost G forces and rose out of our seats. Like literally jumped out of our seats, like on a roller coaster. You know how you go roller coasters, you lose G force and you fly. Yeah.
So it's like flying into Chicago.
It was so rough and so hot. People were puking up and down the aisles.
Really?
Yes, it was that intense. Like
That's
I was trying to hold myself down.
You're in the back
'cause
of the plane, though.
on the back of the plane, the guy next to me ends up puking, or not. Well, I'm the guy that aisle seat. I'm at the window seat,
Yeah.
and that's the one body function that I can't handle. That if I smell it,
puking?
it makes me really bad. It makes me. Oh. So I'm trying to smell my pillow because I can't close my nose because it's so dang hot, and the plane that holding my nose makes it worse.
Mhm.
I'm fanning myself. I'm trying to close my eyes, trying to go to sleep, trying to do something because my stomach was so rumbly and I was
Yeah.
fighting it. It was horrible. I mean, it was the worst experience I've ever had on a flight. Was this turbulence, just bouncing back and forth, doing this and up and down. We had G forces where you like sit down sit down really hard on our seat. We flew up in our seats. Like
But you guys
it
made it
was
safely down.
bad, horrible.
Yeah, Maria's saying it was horrible.
Maria, were you on the same flight I was on?
No, I think she's just agreeing with you. That sounds horrible.
Well,
No,
she
I
said
wo-
her flight was horrible too, so I was wondering.
Well, I will say because I was on a different flight leaving Vegas, there was a little bit of turbulence even for us taking off, and our flights were what like 10 minutes from each other leaving.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
So then we land. Yes, we had an emergency landing. That is the fire department
Yeah.
out. Yes, that's the fire department. The airport fire and rescue.
That's usually standard on emergencies.
Yeah, that was just a little horrible.
So we have
Ew.
somebody joined us. Looks like because apparently she's the best part of the show.
Yep.
First time in like a year that she joined us.
I know, right? First time in a year that Kaylee has joined us.
I'm the best part of the show. People love me, okay?
Conceited much?
So let
I
me
even
tell
have
you.
a Star Trek cup that I stole from you.
So
Keep going, Jay.
we landed back in Vegas. We got docked at C20, but gate C25. And the pilot goes on, bear with us for a minute. We're going to see if we're going to be on the same plane or we're going to go into a different plane. Everybody on that plane yelled, hell no. There was going to be a riot if we had to stay in that same plane. Because we were hot, we were miserable, we went off. We just wanted off. So finally, a few minutes later, they go, okay, everybody get off. and you got to go to C7, the same gate we were just at. So we go all the way back to C7, reboard this new plane, new flight attendants, new everybody. It was so cold. It was wonderful. Like, it was so cold that I actually had to turn off the AC, the little vent you have. It was that cold. It was so cold. I was like, I'd rather be cold at this point than hot anytime when I'm flying.
You definitely had a worse experience than I did when I came back from the cruise. Remember, they kept de-icing the plane, and then we'd have to go back. They'd re-de-ice it, have to go back. And then the last time, they kept us out there for 45 minutes on the tarmac.
Yeah.
Because they were killing time.
Yeah.
Well, yep. And I have a little bit of story once you're done, babe.
Yeah. So, the flight from Dallas to because I did the same flight again. I went from Dallas to Midland, Midland to Dallas. I went from Vegas to Midland, Midland to Dallas. This flight was going Vegas to Midland, Midland to Dallas, Dallas to Panama City.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was weird. But anyways,
weird. Yeah.
From Dallas to Midland, it was packed. But like everybody got off, but like 9 people, and 2 people joined. Literally, there was like 15 people on this plane total. That's why I had to take a picture of it.
First time she's joined us all night.
See, people love me.
But anyways, make the story a little shorter.
No, keep going.
Well, yeah, basically we go from Midland, I'll wait for 50 minutes, and then we get on the next flight over, and we're all exhausted. I couldn't sleep because I just was so scared now. Like, I feel like, I don't want to say PTSD because that's not the right term, but that's the closest thing I feel to like flying right now.
It's very traumatic, Jenny.
Anxiety.
Being on a plane
Anxiety. I like anxiety. I don't like saying PTSD because that's a very serious medical condition for a lot of people.
So what makes you think that you don't deserve the title of PTSD? If you've gone through a traumatic experience, it doesn't matter how the severity level it is. If it was traumatic for you, then it is a post-traumatic. Yeah.
I like Matthew's anxiety. Matt, sorry, I don't want to keep calling him Matthew.
Well, anxiety is another way of looking at it too. I'm just saying.
And I used to never have any fear. I never had a fear of flying, but now I'm a little wishy-washy about flying.
Okay.
Anyways.
Eric has something to say, but
so my story is real quick since we're talking about getting home.
Yeah.
As Jenny was saying, we're already 30 minutes late leaving. I get to my gate. They were probably like 5 minutes ish because they're trying to like get everything set. And the lady comes on and is like, I don't know why it's saying 30 minutes. We're ready to go. We're waiting on one flight attendant. Oh, here she comes. They got her set. They get us boarded. They get our bags on. Then the pilot comes on. Oh, we're going to sit here for a few more minutes. They're going to load up cargo. 40 minutes later. And I had a connection in Chicago Midway. I had planned for about an hour and a half or 45 minutes so I could get dinner. By the time we actually got there, I had 20 minutes to go from one gate to the other.
Was it in the same section or across?
I was going to say that. Luckily, it was a small enough airport. I came off one gate. My next gate was there, like, up and to the left. So I'm like, good, at least I have a chance to use the restroom and get back on. But, I mean, I was starving by the time I got home because of all that.
That's
but
I didn't eat a thing.
My experience doesn't even compare to what Jenny went through.
And I didn't eat a thing because I usually don't eat. I was supposed to be home. I was supposed to land at 7:30. I was going to eat food when I get home.
So
I didn't land till almost 12 a.m.
So while this is all going on, I'm fighting traffic, right? And I'm getting cut off left and right.
For those who don't know, Vegas traffic sucks.
It took me a whole 9.5 minutes to get home.
Oh man, that is so brutal.
I mean, there were people screaming at me and yelling.
No. Matt is underselling how bad traffic is because usually when I go to Vegas, we rent a car.
No, I'm not underselling it. Traffic was not bad at all after I dropped them off.
I don't like being in the car with Matt when he drives. He scares me.
Hey,
so
about that.
So while all of that was going on, Kat and I were having the buffet over at the Excalibur.
Oh, the Knights of Tournament King one or whatever it is.
No, the actual buffet.
Oh, the buffet.
Oh, okay.
Robert was really obsessed with going to buffets.
I like buffets.
And then we walked over to the Luxor and we went to the Titanic exhibit.
Yeah, that looked fun.
That looked cool.
They actually have a piece of the Titanic in the exhibit.
Oh wow.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys. I promise I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, so while we wait for her to come back, Eric was saying, I think I'm confused. They want everyone to stay on the plane with the bed. Yes, they did. So
Yeah.
they can fly around circle. Yes, that is actually very common practice, Eric.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is inspect it first to see what do they need to do before they let anybody off that plane.
Yeah, because sometimes that can be even more detrimental, especially when you have a little bit of time. Is it just the engine? Is it the plane? No, is it the wheels? Will they come down? Kaylee's pretty quiet over there, but yeah.
So
Matt falls asleep at stoplights.
Yeah. It's not his fault. Well, yeah, it's not his fault.
It's not his fault they take like a minute to turn colors.
Well, there was that, but Matt had been up for a very, very long time due to some work stuff going on. And let's leave it at that. Unless you want to tell the story, Matt, it's up to you.
Kaylee had a long flight coming home too. They delayed her because
I
I
think-
think because of problems, right, Kaylee, on your plane?
They delayed it because there was a new pilot,
Oh,
so it took a little long. It took like an hour longer for me to get on the plane, and then it took like an hour more for me to get off. And there was no food at the airport, so I was starving once I got home.
They had her on a prop plane.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I don't want to be on that plane again.
I
No,
didn't
literally,
realize-
When
I
we
did not
landed, it like
realize.
shoved us forward.
Yeah, that's I love prop planes for that reason. No, for those who have you guys ever been on a prop plane?
Hmm?
Yeah, where they fire up engine number 1, fire up engine number 2.
Yep.
You take off and you're going like this. Oh, I'm sorry, let me make it the camera to see it. It feels like you're like literally jolting up in the air,
Mhm.
and then when you come down, the same thing going.
Well, Kaylee, when you got on board the plane, did they load you from the front, or did you actually go up in a door on the back of the airplane?
I boarded from the front.
Okay. One of the
I
ones
have a
I've been
video of myself landing.
One of the ones I've been on, it was actually in Dublin, I think, when I went over to Scotland. They actually had loaded us up from the back, which I thought was a little weird, but it worked.
No, we used to do that when I was in the
Oh, they
airport.
loaded up people from both sides, but I went through the front since I was a minor, even though I sat in the back.
Okay.
It made no sense.
Well, she was escorted. Yeah, because we paid for that service. So
Okay. I was just curious, that's all.
What'd I miss? Anything
Well,
cool?
we're just stalling time for you. We're
Oh,
talking
sorry.
Kaylee's flight.
Dogs had to go out the side.
Are we done talking about the convention?
I think so. I think we
Yeah,
did
I
a
think
thing.
so. Yeah.
We're about an hour and a half, and Matt looks like he's very passed out on.
Yeah,
us.
well, I got
Yeah.
one more. I have one more thing, and we got to do this
Okay.
because of what tomorrow
Go ahead.
is.
Go ahead.
So tomorrow is September 8th. As
Mhm.
everybody knows, it is Star Trek Day.
What's so important? Oh, I was going to build up to it. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So, starting at 12 p.m. Pacific time on that site and
3
on
p.m. Eastern.
3 p.m. Eastern, thank you. They are
But
going to be
12 p.m. Pacific.
right. They're
Wait,
going to be
in the
doing a
middle of the
lot.
day?
Yes, I don't know why they're doing it middle of the day. Maybe it's
Because of the NFL game that night.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So what
So
The
are we
defending
playing?
NFL champion Rams are playing the AFC East champion Bills.
So
Okay.
how am I gonna?
I should have paid better attention because
So,
they're doing construction in my office tomorrow.
well, here's what'll happen. All these panels during the day will be up on YouTube, so we can catch them later. Because I'm gonna be at work too. I got to still figure it out.
I have to go
But-
fix this.
There's she's got a little bit of a crack in her screen.
Little.
Well,
Oh yeah.
big.
No. Yeah.
How am I gonna
Hopefully
show you
so-
the crack?
Hopefully that $150 deal that you found was
So
legit.
But there's gonna,
tomorrow, here's the start of the day with Tony Newsom and Paul F. Tompkins welcoming everyone to the day. And by the way, if you don't know who Paul is, he voices the counselor on Lower Decks, the weird bird counselor.
Let's hope those two influencer girls aren't there this year.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Right.
I
And
do. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
And then it goes on to segment 2, which is Star Trek Picard. And we have Brian and Michelle Hurd scheduled to appear. Then moving on from that is Star Trek Discovery. And Wilson Cruz is hosting the behind the scenes tour. And he said there's some can't miss guest run ins. So we don't know what that's at all.
Yeah.
Maria
And then
sings
we're back
4
to
p.m.
lower, so segment 4 will be Lower Decks. And it will be starring Tawny Newsom and Noel Wells.
Oh, Noel Wells.
Yes, no Wells. Yeah.
Yeah, Noel. Yeah.
And then after that is Star Trek Prodigy, where the voice cast members discuss the series along with special reveals. And they'll be scheduled to appear as Kate Mulgrew and Brett Gray.
Do you think they're going to do some trailer clips for the new series, like new season of Picard? And
It said surprises.
There's some surprises, so hopefully.
It said there's gonna be surprises.
After that, we're going to be having a tribute to Nichelle Nichols.
You know, that's so sad that she passed away when I was at summer camp.
Yeah.
And in the whole program, we'll be ending it with Star Trek Strange New Worlds, where the entire crew, except for Anson Mount, is scheduled to appear. So we'll have Rebecca Romaine, Jess Bush, Christina Chong, Celia Rose, Melissa Nava, and Babs. I can't ever pronounce his last name.
All right, hang on a second. What is AR Deltas? And
What-
does that have
they're-
anything to do with your Delta Quad shirts?
No. We'll tell you. No. What they did is this week in 3 separate locations, at least in the U.S., not sure about
Okay.
internationally, they had Delta set up and 3 different series you could go get your picture with, and they had little QR codes for different things.
Hold on, I can have a picture of it.
AR
Here's what it looks
refers
like.
to augmented reality.
Yeah, hold on.
Kind of like
Let
the
me
Mars
share the
thing
screen.
a
I'll
couple
show
years
you
back.
it. Give me one moment. I'm just
Kind
going
of
to share the
like
screen.
pictures we've taken during the private premieres.
Yeah.
That's what it does. Something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it plays music too, but I'm not going to play it because it'd be
Yeah.
copyright. But I thought that's kind of cool. And then I'll show you what they look like. Bring it there.
So
Okay.
I wonder if you could do it here. Can I scan it if I'm here?
I don't know.
Maybe if you can zoom in and get it out.
You can try.
No, it's not letting me read it.
No, it says zoom in. Like zoom it in.
No, I'm trying my phone right now.
Oh.
It's not letting me try it. Darn it.
So we got some exciting stuff, and I'm sure we'll be seeing some sneak peeks and or hints towards some new series.
Mhm.
That is going off the air this year.
Or maybe movies.
But you were asking us about what our Delta Quad shirts are for.
Oh.
These were for the Indiegogo campaign for the Voyager documentary that will be coming out. When Jenny and I were both gone to STLV, they came in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got my Voyager pin, my Day One pin. Unfortunately, I don't know why I didn't order a shirt this year, but I did not order a shirt with them.
Yeah, I got both her shirts, magnet for Jenny, and then I have a replica Janeway coffee mug.
Yeah, but the same man I got on the cruise. I'm a little upset.
Well, you know, I really like the DS9 documentary, so I'm really curious to see what they do with Voyager.
It's the same
We
company
saw-
making it.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah.
clips of it, and it seemed pretty good. A little bit. We saw a little trailer of it.
The only thing I'm upset with is the celebrity interaction things they offered. We're all DS9 cast members.
Yeah.
They might do that intentionally, not to give too much away.
Yeah, but
Well, you know, they kind of did that in DS9 too, right? They did touch little bits here or there of other actors.
yeah,
little
but
bit.
still, no, like eighth of cast,
Yeah.
and it's all of them are DS9 actors. Not a single one of them is a Voyager actor.
What I'm kind of curious to see is if they will tie in like some of the Picard storyline, right? Maybe like what season 8 would have been, 7. I'd like to see stuff like that. Like
I don't
what
know if
happened to
they're-
7 of 9. We know she joins the Bennett Rangers, but that's when she comes back. According to the books, they all got promoted.
Mhm.
It's like,
Books are not canon.
I know. I'm just saying it'd be nice
Also,
to see something like that because we got that in DS9. What
I
season
should
8 would have
mention
looked like?
something about Star Trek Day. Also,
Yeah.
if you check your local Cinemarks, Phantom events, you can go see Rafikon for the 4th
Oh
anniversary at
yes.
the Cinemark.
Oh, nice.
That
That's
happens
how
a
my
lot.
phone
That
broke.
happens a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
But the last day you can do it is tomorrow. It was this past Sunday and Monday and Thursday. So just
We get ready to call it night, guys.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
One more thing about Star Trek Day. Also, they're doing their Star Trek United campaign again, like they did last year.
Oh.
Whereas you tweet out about stuff, use the hashtag for it. I was just looking at it. It's going to support the causes that honor the life and legacy of the late Nichelle Nichols this year.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's awesome.
So
Right.
All right, guys. I say
Hey,
live long and
guys.
prosper.
Bye.
Bye.